Hey guys, it's Lil. Welcome back to my channel. This looks like a very different video already than the ones I normally do because we are doing a mukbang today.
Yes. Yes, we are.
So as you can see, I have my husband here with me. He's going to be helping me eat. Today we are eating my absolute favorite sushi. It's a place called Tane that's in Honolulu, and they do exclusively vegan sushi. If you've seen me do things before, welcome back. If you'd like to see me do things on a regular basis, please go ahead and subscribe and also ring that bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Let's get, you wanna try it? There you go. Started. The reason this is also a very different video is because it is the last video, I think the last video. There might be one more before this, but it's one of the last that we're filming while we live in Hawaii because on August 3rd, which is the day that this video goes live, we are moving to Texas from Hawaii. So we'll actually be in the air that night. So very exciting stuff, but also kind of crazy and kind of hectic. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. We're gonna eat some vegan sushi and then ask each other some fun married people questions. So, stick around. We have food now, by the way. It's on our plates. Look at that. Do a little bit of talking. I wanna take some bites.
Okay, well,
So the rolls that we got one that's basically like a California roll, except it's shredded tofu and it has like the spicy, you can't really see it. It looks like a California roll. Then we also got some nigiri. One of those is tomato and I'm saving it because it's my favorite and it tastes incredible. It's just like a skinned slice of tomato on top of rice with, it has like some kind of shoyu marinade or something on it. It's so good. And then we also got these little gobo ones that I've never had before.
yeah.
And then I love spicy stuff, so we got two really, really spicy rolls. One of them has like sliced tomato and mango on it, and it's all pickled and delicious. And the other one has spicy mayo and jalapeno and habanero sauce, and so good.
Yeah. It's freaky how much it all looks like.
Yeah, that one,
meat.
that's the tomato.
Yeah,
that's
tomato.
not fish. That is tomato. Isn't that crazy? I don't know how to eat this. So husband, why are we moving to Texas? And to piggyback off of that, the reason that we're moving is because Hawaii's been great, but we're ready for something new. Although it's not really that new because that is where Bennett's family is from. So we're going to Houston. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very different from Hawaii. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. But, I mean, there's a lot of things we're gonna miss about Hawaii.
Yeah.
I mean, the food, zippies, you know, having rice with everything, raw fish.
We're excited to just be in a new space. My recording setup is going to be a lot nicer than it is here. A lot bigger. There are going to be 3 other dogs there in addition to our dog and also 2 cats. So I am ecstatic because I love dogs. And I'm just basically going to lay on the floor and play with the dogs. And that's going to be like all that I do for fun. I'm going to eat a spicy one. Here, you talk. I'm going to need a minute.
Oh. Real good.
Oh god.
Vegan sushi places gotta be a thing in like LA, right?
In LA, probably. I don't know about in Houston. I wish.
Maybe.
Here's my thing about the food here. A lot of it's great. A lot of it I can't eat. because, as you know, I have the gluten issue, which I talked about a little bit in my weight loss video, but I can't eat anything with gluten in it, which includes shoyu, aka soy sauce, which is in everything here. So when I go out to eat, my options are slim to none. Except for places like this that already have some kind of like health conscious or vegan twist to them anyway. So when we move, I will be gaining so many more places to go eat. So I'm excited about that.
It's true. Mexican food, gluten-free. Barbecue, gluten-free. Not the bread, but everything else. What else? Ice cream, gluten-free. We can get that here. But I feel like there's more over there. So what's your favorite roll of the rolls?
I haven't eaten the tomato nigiri yet because it's my absolute favorite. I'm holding on. I'm sweating a little bit because of the one that has habanero sauce and jalapeno on it. I'm like,
It's getting you. I don't want to hold it too much.
it's the best roll. So I wanted to do like, oh, that habanero one destroyed my soul a little bit, and I still have 3 more pieces. I wanted to do one of those like kind of fun couple questions that people ask, so let's just ask each other some questions.
Let's do it. Let's ask each other some questions.
Let's start off nice and light, nothing too crazy. If you had 1 day left to live, what would you do?
God. Great question. I would, my last day on Earth, I don't know, I'd hang out with you.
Aww.
Hopefully, you know, I'd have like a big dinner.
What would you eat?
Okay, well, I'd wake up. Well, okay, well, I guess I find out, like, I get a text, and it says, like, you're gonna die at midnight. And I'll say, well, I just woke up, it's Sunday, so it's like 10, I've already kind of wasted the day, can it be like a 24-hour thing? And they say, no, midnight. I say, okay. I get up, go to brunch, and get all my credit cards, and, you know, we have a massive brunch, as many people who'll come in. We'll go to the Breakfast Club in Houston. We'll have fried chicken and waffles and all that kind of stuff. This is also non-COVID world, so we're gonna go out. We're gonna go out to eat, and then I would buy a Maserati. No.
So far it
That's so
sounds
dumb.
like your plan is to leave me in horrific debt.
No. Oh, damn. That's right. Okay, well, I would, but life insurance.
Okay.
Because whatever this force is, right? It's not me doing it. So I would also get a bunch of credit cards, and I would give a bunch of money to charity,
Okay.
and then I would, and then dinner time. We'd all have a dinner at I don't know, what's a fancy restaurant in Houston. And I'd rent out the whole restaurant. And I'd break into the Johnson Space Center and take a spaceship and then, you know, do the deed. Or the deed would be done in space. The end. Do I ask you the same question?
I have so many questions about that, but we're just gonna move on. If I had 1 day left to live, I don't know. I would just want to do something fun and kind of crazy. I don't know what that would be, though. I think I'd want to be somewhere cold. Because I like the cold. I don't have a fun answer for this. I haven't thought this out.
It's not a fun question.
It's depressing. Who asked this question? What a stupid question. Alright, moving on. You can ask a question now.
What's the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Are we talking strange, like, exotic ingredients, or are we talking strange, like, odd food combinations? I don't have so many, like, exotic foods, but this one time I was at my dad's house when I was, like, in high school, and I was really hungry and I wanted something sweet, like, for dessert. And I had this idea to eat an ice cream bagel. So it would be like an ice cream sandwich using a bagel. But the only bagels that we had were onion bagels. And so I ended up having an onion bagel ice cream sandwich. And it was not good. So that's the weirdest food I've ever eaten. How about you?
I don't know, you win. I don't have a good answer. I'm boring. I was a picky kid up until recently. I almost had a jelly and jelly sandwich. It's bad, too much jelly. That's all I got.
Almost choked. If you had to wear one outfit from head to toe every day for a year, what would it be?
If I had to? 3-piece suit.
Okay.
Because you can never wear them. And when people ask you why you dressed like that, you say, oh, I have to.
And so people would just be like, oh, he looks real sharp.
Exactly. But, hey, it looks kind of sharp. Thank you. I'm like outside, like digging. What'd you wear every day?
I would probably do something similar, honestly. If I had to wear it every day for a year, you never know what you're going to need to do. You never know if you're going to have some kind of like meeting or interview or important event to go to. So
Ball gown.
I wouldn't wear a ball gown, but I'd wear like a nice dress and some sensible heels. Like I'd wear a dress probably that covered up most of my arms and then like came to a good length that was in like a neutral color that I could get away with wearing to anything. Just so I would always be prepared.
Yeah, like a funeral. If money didn't matter,
Ooh, I love
what
these
would
questions.
you do with your time?
If money didn't matter and I could just do anything I wanted, I would do this. I mean, it's fun. It's something that is not especially difficult for me that I enjoy. One of the unexpected benefits of being stuck at home for, you know, all of our safety and health has been having to find something new to keep me busy, and this has done a great job of doing that, and it's been really fun, and I like it, and I hope to keep doing it for as long as I can do it. So if I could do anything, money was no question, I would do this. Does that mean I have unlimited money? Because there are things I'd like to do with the money.
Oh, yeah, you can do, I mean, well, let's just say not unlimited, because that's silly, but it's no object. It's like, you know, you're a billionaire. You're never going to spend all of it in...
Nobody needs that much money.
Exactly. That's a perfect segue to my answer. Johnson Space Center, Lamborghini, I'll have an excellent team of defense lawyers, and then the rest of it, you know, I'll just, you know, put it in some Roth IRAs or something.
That almost came out of my nose. Anyway, God, I don't know why you're doing that to me. Let's do a couple more. Let's do like 2 more questions each. What do you think is the dumbest thing you've ever done?
I bought this Volkswagen Rabbit from a place I really shouldn't have.
I did try to tell you, to be fair.
You were pro. I got it from this place in Honolulu that sells like, you know, BMWs and, you know, Audis to like enlisted military people, kind of sketchy, no questions asked. They have like a really nice building, but the place itself is sketchy. And you know, it was a scene. They did their own safety inspections that were like illegal safety inspections. So even if there was stuff wrong with your car, they would pass it, but it was $40 instead of 20. And my car actually got totaled within sight of that dealership. Like, I walked out of the steaming wreckage of my car, and across the street was the place where I bought it. So I shouldn't have bought that car anyway, because it kept stalling. It kept stalling while I was driving. In the middle of the road, it would just shut off.
To the point where you became so accustomed to it that the first time it happened when I was in the car, I flipped out. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? No. And you were just like, oh, this just happens. And you turn the car on again. Well,
that actually happened every single time. I'm just a cool operator. You know, I got everything under control. What was your dumbest thing you ever did or bought?
I don't know. I don't really do dumb things, so... what would you say is the dumbest? I'm really bad at these because I think very highly of myself, and so I'm not really like, oh, that was a dumb thing that I did. Very unrelatable.
Maybe that's a different problem. I was gonna think of one that I thought was sweet, but it was actually even meaner. Was that like you do a series of small dumb things every day? Like, for example, I told you you shouldn't have put so much sushi on your sushi on your plate, and you did, and now you're a coffin maniac, so, you know.
So my problem is that I dream too big, and that's the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Ocean or lake?
The lead up to that was so dramatic.
Ocean, lake.
Lake. I like lakes because the ocean terrifies me. I have major thalassophobia, which makes Hawaii not a great place to live, actually.
It's true, because you're surrounded by water.
Don't remind me.
The deepest water. The Marianas Trench.
Stop. No.
I've never been to the bottom. Well, we're not that far. We're closer here than on the mainland.
The ocean freaks me out, and I don't like the idea that something could randomly like come up and chomp me on the ankle. Jaws style. I do like lakes. I experience the same kind of fear about deep water, I guess, in that I'm not about to dive into a lake, like, randomly. But I will go on a canoe and stuff, and that's fun. And I'm much more of a lake girl than an ocean girl. It's the New England in me. Big Squam, you know?
Yeah.
Also Little Squam. Really all the Squams.
Little Squam.
Little Squam.
Yeah.
Branding.
That's oh my god, that's a great shirt idea.
I'm gonna collab with the state of New Hampshire.
That'd be a cool shirt. It's like an outline of the
Little
lake.
Squam.
And it's got like face tattoos. Good idea. All right, that'll be merch.
It's not a bad idea. That's gonna be my merch.
lil'saghost.net /
.com.
lil'saghost.us lil'saghost.geocities.ru /
You're really showing your age here with GeoCities.
Yeah, that was, so, ocean or lake? I mean, I'm a big fan of lakes. I love drinking a bunch of beer and getting sunburned. But just for the sake of, contrast, I'm going to say ocean. Because I don't really like open ocean, because it's just, what's going on out there? Nothing. Not much.
Nobody knows.
But I like the sea sun. I like ports. Boats are cool. There's you can go to marine traffic and see where any boat is at any time ever in the world. That's cool. And, the game Subnautica takes place in the ocean, where you're out in the middle of the ocean. I think it conquered my fear of the ocean.
It made my fear worse.
Yeah.
If you could not be married to me, let's just say, for the purposes of this exercise, let's just say I don't exist.
Okay. Yeah, just like
We're not going to kill me off or do anything dramatic. We're just going to say I don't exist, you never met me.
Yeah, like Back to the Future, the photos disappearing of you. Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie. Oh my god, that is such a typical You haven't
Yeah,
seen
that's
it?
fine. I only saw it the one time. We'll
Okay.
watch.
If I did not exist and you couldn't be married to me, who would your dream spouse be?
Dream spouse.
Like, it can be looks or qualities or...
Yeah. Well, it's that question that you gotta ask yourself when you're looking for a partner is it a girl worth fighting for? I mean, kind of the ideal of that song, but also if you add in, remember when Mulan says, she's got a brain, she speaks her mind, and you add that one in to the good cook, and I forget what the other ones were, but yeah. So all those things put together. Yeah, good cook, speaks her mind, smart,
I'm a little hurt because I don't know how to cook, so...
Well, I'm just, But you know how to speak your mind double. So,
Yes.
there you go.
So it more than makes up for it.
Exactly. So let's say I never exist, all Back to the Future. Yeah, what would the partner be like?
I am all about sense of...
Sorry, continue.
I am all about a sense of humor. And so whoever I ended up marrying, he or she would have to be really funny. Easy on the eyes helps. I'm not going to say no to an attractive person. Other than that, I would hope that they have some skill in cooking because I do not, and I don't want to starve.
You said the same thing.
Either way...
Sorry, continue.
Either way, I would just want that person to be able to be, like, my partner, and everything. Not just, like, obviously they're my husband or my wife. They're just, like, there for me, which is ultimately what you need, right? Right?
Right. Excuse me, I am nothing if never not here. I don't go anywhere. Logic and reason.
Stop making your little quips when I'm taking a sip.
See that?
No quip when I sip.
Okay, gotcha. I'll save my quips.
File that
For
away
later.
from merch ideas.
Yeah, it's a good one too.
You have your last question now, and then I have my last question.
All right, give me that. Give me that thing, please.
Oh my God.
What keeps you up at night?
Oh God.
Follow-up question. Or, no, I don't like this question. Skip. Axed.
It's not the kind of video we're trying to make.
Well, no, I just like the question because the follow-up question was, or do you go to bed at a reasonable time and go right to sleep with no problems?
What kind of monster does that?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
What's a word or a phrase people use that you just can't stand?
It's not so much a word or phrase. Well, I take that back. There are two things that people say that irk me to no end. The first one is when people describe something as interesting. And this is typically when they're trying not to say something negative about something. They're just like, oh, that's an interesting shirt. Like, no. That doesn't fly with me. Either you say what you want to say and use a better word to say it, or don't say anything at all. I hate when people use the word interesting. I hate when people use the word interesting instead of speaking their mind and just trying to sound like smug and smart. And I hate that. And if you do that, I forgive you, but change. I guess the second one would just be... I don't know, it's nothing in particular, but just people who misuse cliches. Like the one, case in point. People who say case and point make me so angry.
Yeah.
What are some other common ones that people mess up? One that people misuse all the time is when they say blood is thicker than water. And it makes me so angry because when they say that, they're trying to say, you know, family is family and it's stronger than everything. But the full phrase is actually the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, meaning that the bonds you choose to make are stronger than the ones you're born with. So it's literally saying the opposite thing that point is trying to make. So that bothers me.
Sorry, I was just thinking about womb water. Pretty thick. So the blood of the covenant's got to be even thicker. So like, I once had a boss who would say, I hate the phrase, it is what it is. Ugh. I've been guilty of saying it. But it usually always comes at the service.
I've definitely said that multiple times.
We all have.
Around you, and you've never said anything to me.
Well, I mean, there are some times when it's really the only thing you can say, but I guess that's why I don't like it, is because it's like...
So your answer to that was literally, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Did I lose it?
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, you know, I mean, it's a land of contrasts. No, but it's like, I guess, like it's. I think it's a bad habit. It's kind of like interesting, where it's like, you know, you don't know what to say. It's just lazy. It's just lazy, but also it can be very easily used as like a, you know, if you're, you know, you've dropped off some bad news at someone, or you're, it's basically like telling something. It can be used to tell someone to like screw off in a way. Like you've delivered someone some bad news, and they confront you about it. And if you respond with, it is what it is, it's kind of like, that's what it's saying, because it's like, I don't care. So, yeah, that's a bad one.
Is there a silly accomplishment you've made that you're secretly proud of? I have a great one.
I'll go first.
So that's why I'm asking this question, is because I have a good answer too.
Right. President of the Belmont University Copyright Society.
Whoa.
And you know how I won it? I don't think anyone else ran.
Oof.
But there were other people in the club, but since I'd been in it for 3 years, I think they were like, it's your senior, it's your turn. And I was the president. Yes, thank you.
My accomplishment. I don't want to make you feel inferior with this, but you're going to, so just get ready. This is another one from college. When I was in college, this was kind of the height of Facebook games and online games and things like that, just in more of a casual sense than a serious gamer sense. So, like what was that one game that I always used to play? Like Robot Unicorn on Facebook. Oh, I love that game. I can still hear the song in my head. But for the people, the mid to older millennials might remember QWOP. So that's the game where you just use QW and P to make the person run. I beat QWOP. I beat it. I beat the game. Yeah. And I screamed in triumph. And I remember so vividly, I was sitting in my best friend's dorm room, and we watched me beat it, and we just freaked out. And it was the best day ever. Yeah.
If you're at a desktop or at a computer, search QWOP and try to play the game, and you'll understand. You will understand why it was such a big accomplishment, but also absurd. Why did I spend so much time on it? I was a freshman in college. I had more important things to be doing. But one would argue that hand-eye coordination is one of the most important things you can do. That's true.
That is all the time we have for this video. We've eaten so much food. I'm so full.
We've drinking all the wine.
Yeah, so again, on the day that you guys are watching this, we're gonna be leaving Hawaii for good. We'll probably come back and visit, but
for good. We're done with this place. Burning bridges, never coming back.
But anyway, it's been fun here. but I'm excited to have a whole new filming setup, bring you guys some new content in a different place, not be sweating uncontrollably whenever I'm filming. I hope you guys enjoyed this mukbang. We did a little bit of eating and a lot of talking. You alright?
So much eating. So many vegetables.
Yeah, but if you're in Hawaii or you're planning on visiting when it makes sense to travel places, check out Tane. If you're into vegan food, vegetables, sushi, anything, it's incredible. Mm-hmm. So if you guys have not done so yet, please, please, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a thumbs up. It helps me out more than you know. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that I will see you in the next video. Bye!